baseball, track, everything. And you were the baton twirler.
Yes. But didn't it seem like a lot further than 12 miles?
Oh, yes. Well, it's where we used to go Christmas shopping. So.
Yeah. Remember when we used to go to, on Thanksgiving, we would go to Uncle Oma's and Aunt Ethel's?
Yes. Uncle Omer was the county superintendent of education.
For Dale County.
For Dale County.
And she was 12th grade?
No,
8th grade?
8th grade. Mrs. Beasley was 7th grade. Miss Beasley was 7th grade. Beasley was 5th grade. Miss Beasley was 7th grade. And Aunt Ethel was 8th grade. She taught history, I think. And Uncle Omer was the superintendent and then became the principal, I think, at one time. But they had a big farm, and I never knew how big it was. But they had a big
to us
house.
it was tremendous.
Yeah, it was tremendous.
It could have been like the 12 miles was hundreds of miles when we were growing up.
Yeah, but everyone would meet there on Thanksgiving morning. Remember that sequence? Everybody would arrive, and park out under all the big oak trees, and all the men would go hunting. And the women would start putting all the food together and baking the turkeys and the roasts and all that. And we'd all the men. And I remember being counted as a man because I think I was the oldest grandchild on that side of the family. And they let me go hunting. Now initially it was with my BB gun, but I remember graduating where I took carry a rifle. But we'd all go hunting. And there'd be about 12, 14 of the men. Uncle Ross, Uncle Jack, Uncle Omer, Uncle Henry.
Who was the one from Mobile?
Mobile.
That was Helen and Morris?
Morris, yeah. Helen and Morris.
Morris Andrews.
Morris Andrews. He was a pharmacist. That's right. And Helen was a school teacher.
And
from Pensacola was Uncle Henry, who was the superintendent of education for that county, Pensacola County.
And Papa used to like to have the reputation of
being different. While everybody else was preparing for the traditional meal, Papa would be out back in the garden and have his pit ready, and he'd be cooking.
He'd have a nip or two, too.
Yeah, he'd have a nip or two. He was the only one to be warm out there without a coat. But he would do something different every year. He would barbecue a raccoon or goat or possum. Remember that?
Whatever strange, because I can remember him taking us possum hunting one time.
Yeah.
And I remember eating possum because it left such a vivid memory. I don't want to ever taste it again. It was so oily and greasy.
Yeah.
Oh, it was awful because they boiled it and boiled it and it was just oil.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Possum is not really recommended, Jacob.
Even though we've tried
if anybody offers you a good possum sandwich, I'd
turn it.
Yeah,
it wasn't good.
That.
And don't go possum hunting.
No.
That wasn't a lot of fun.
No sense going possum hunting. Of course, you could possum hunt here. We're sitting in Sandy's little farm down in Eustis, Florida. Between Eustis and DeLand. And you've got some animals out there that Papa would have enjoyed cooking.
I've got sheep, and he can't have any of mine to eat. Mine are pets.
And then what other kind of animals come onto the estate here?
Our little mansion. We have sandhill cranes, and then all kinds of birds and wildcats. No, not the wild animal, just cats that are strays. I should say it like that.
Cats that are not fully domesticated.
Yeah, this is true. And I guess that's about
Although
it.
you've had a bobcat or something.
We have had bears to cross the property, and we used to have ducks, little, I've forgotten, runner ducks. I've forgotten what their name is.
Yes,
but anyway,
ducks with little crowns on.
Yeah, and they never flew, they just ran.
Yeah.
And we
so
had
like dodo birds.
Indian runners, or like dodos. But anyway, we had foxes.
Contributed to their demise.
Yeah. We had foxes that would chase them around and killed every one of them, along with the owls and the hawks.
And the long leg on the fox is faster than the short leg on the duck.
Yeah. A lot faster. He filled his belly.
Yeah. So we've touched on all the aunts and the uncles, I think, and the Thanksgiving event was a big event. What did we do at Christmas? Oh, what was that family reunion place we used to go to that was had a big swimming pool, and the Barnes family and all? Seemed like we would do it on the 4th of July. But everybody would bring a big covered dish. We only did that a few years, as I remember. But it was some big.
Was it the one going toward Dothan?
Yes.
And I don't remember the
It
name
was a
of
resort
it.
area. I mean, and a resort area meant it had a swimming pool.
Yeah.
And a changing area.
Speaking of going toward Dothan, what was a good place to buy sausage on the way?
Oh, yes, the smoked sausage.
Jimmy's.
Jimmy's! Yes, Jimmy's Smokehouse Sausage.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anybody was going south from Ayrton, they were been asked to stop at Jimmy's Smokehouse.
Yeah.
I bet you that's still there.
No, it's not. It closed because we stopped there a couple of years ago. It's probably been closed 4 or 5 years because we were going to bring back some Jimmy's sausage. Mama loved that.
Yeah.
She enjoyed that, and the aroma was so good when she was cooking in the mornings on her cast iron skillet because it was just black from cooking.
Speaking of Mama enjoying something and cooking, do you remember we'd go down to Panama City and spend a few days, which wasn't far. Go to the beach was 2 hours from Ayrton. But do you remember after I was in the Army, and I came back and was on leave one time.
How could I forget this trip?
We all decided to meet at Panama City. And there were several memorable things that happened during that trip. What was the guy you were dating? Was Pete?
No, I don't think so.
Wasn't it Pete that me and Pop were supposed to go meet Pete? We told him to meet us at the Y.
Maybe it
Or
was.
at the Old Dutch or something, and we kept going back and
I don't remember. The thing that I remember